From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Jones
stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Jones. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lucas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lucas. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lucas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, part of you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st down, Jones. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
6-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this over.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. These two teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hill going to try and run with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
That's good.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lucas.
The pass.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts
4th down.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Jones throwing on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
To number 23.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hill going to keep it on the option. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Option play, and Hill will keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 20.
Zach Bond there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
20-yard line.
Out of the gun, Hill, and that'll be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Jones. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gould is able to put it through, and now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Lucas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Jason Sanders.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders. And And the Vikings are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
6-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They'll try to run with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Patriots.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10.
Give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Allen Bailey in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Another run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well,
we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Vikings, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.